Hey guys, Mandrew again, your favorite Canadian YouTuber, and it's time once again for another episode of Skylanders Imaginators Guest Stars! Well, it's been over 9 months since the last episode, so, I think it's about time we fix that. So, what magic creations have I got for you today? Well, let's start off with quite a bang. With the old king himself, Duke Frickin' Nukem. I don't know if this guy's ever going to make a comeback someday or not, but...
Somebody call for a hero?
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope they don't ruin him. Not that Forever already hasn't. Alright. Now, unfortunately, there were no heads that have sunglasses, so I had to leave those off. So, I guess consider this face as kind of like reminiscent of, like, old-school Duke Nukem, for, like, back in his very first games that were side-scrollers, where he didn't wear sunglasses, so, whatever. Unfortunately, there were no chests that have, like, grenade straps on them, so this was the closest I could find. Muscular arms, could you have it any other way? I was having trouble finding the right legs for him, but this has a nice belt buckle on it, and I know the cowboy boots might look a little weird, but it was close as I could get. Yeah, no tail. Why would he have one? Or should we pass him the mic? Alright, yep. Double trouble. Handheld double-barrel shotguns. I was debating between those and the Tommy guns, to be honest. No headgear. Well, like the Duke said, armor is for wussies. Well, that's not exact. You know what I mean. These are the size proportions. What do you think? Should I make his guns bigger? Or does that look a little awkward? I think this looks a little more balanced. Alright, and these are the color palettes. Not as much red as I thought there'd be. Hey, should I give him an aura? Like, maybe an atomic aura? Alright, these are the abilities I gave him. Yeah. I was thinking about giving him turrets at first, but I decided to give him the motorcycle instead. Now, the catchphrase I gave him... that was cursed. Now, the catchphrase I gave him is, "All hail the big guns." I got a feeling because I didn't unlock all those voice lines in the PS4 version, I'm playing on PS5, it's probably going to change it to something else and probably ruin it.
Forecast calls for the big guns.
You know, that might actually not be a bad one-liner. Forecast calls for the big guns. Well, maybe it could use a bit of tweaking, but you get the idea. Alright, enough talk. Let's kick ours to 2 bubblegum. And we're all out of gum. Hey, where'd those guys go? Oh, there they are. Out of my way. Oh, dang. Those wooden bastards shut up my ride.
Feel my power.
And of course, rapid fire.
I was made for this.
Indeed you were. Well, let's hope we make a comeback someday. So, what do you guys think? Alright, moving on. Next up, the centerpiece of the thumbnail, the one I'm sure you've all been waiting for, so let's get to him right away. Pretty much PlayStation's new official main mascot, Astro Bot. Or as close to him as I could get. I know it doesn't exactly look 100% like him, but this, like I said, this is the closest I can get. Here, let me show you the parts I used to make him. Boombox. Yeah, apparently this was the closest I could find to his head. Wait, why does he have human eyes? I mean, this head doesn't even have eyes, so what's the point? You know what? I'm just going to make him glow. No ears. Superhero uniform. I actually created this guy a little while ago, but I kind of set him aside for the day I finally feature him in a video. And I kind of forgot I used that chest. Peggy legs. Yeah, he has little stubby legs, so I figured, yeah. Yeah. Taser fists. No, I just can't help but think of Taserface from Guardians of the Galaxy. Yep. Yeah, little antenna there, of course. And of course, can't forget that little cape there. These size proportions. Yep, all the way down, except for the head, just a little notch on the head. And these are color palettes. Lots of blue, lots of white, a little bit of greenish blue. Yeah, should I give him an aura, or is he fine with that one? Yeah, and of course, summon little robots. Why not? Oh, I forgot to show the personality. Was that the catchphrase they chose for him? Honestly, I can't tell, because, you know, I think this might be the only time I might ever use the beeping voices that just makes beep noises instead of actual words, because, you know, Astro Bot hardly ever talks. Except very, like, occasionally. And he says, or something like that. Alright? Alright, Astro, show him what you're made of. Besides metal. Okay, say hello to my little robot friends. I probably could have worded that better, but whatever. Yeah, what do you think? You know, it's actually not too far off from how the robots follow you around at home base. Alright, next up. I guess I probably should have, done Duke Nukem after Astro. Anyway, this next one is, he's also from an, old school FPS game from the 90s, much like Duke, though he's not quite as well known. The game just got a remaster last year. You probably never heard of it, but I recommend checking it out. This is the protagonist of PO'd, known as Ox.
Say hello to my wrath! Oh yeah! Me awesome!
Yeah, you're probably wondering, what the frick am I looking at here? Yeah, I don't blame you. Anyway, if you look up Ox, the protagonist of PO'd, well, let's just say, had a really hard time trying to, get his proportions and features just right. Good lord. So basically, PO'd is a really bizarre retro FPS game, and yes, he does fight with a frying pan. That's actually one of the main reasons why I decided to recreate him. Apparently there's no chef hat in this game, so I had to give him like an artist beret or something. Oh yeah, he also wields like a drill in the game, sort of drill his enemy's brains out. So I put these on his wrists to sort of represent that. Oh, and he has a jetpack too. That's actually quite a big thing in the game. So these size proportions, the colors I chose. I was thinking about giving him the stinky aura, but nah.
Say hello to my wrath!
I don't know if that's the catchphrase I gave him or not. Kind of forgot it already. Also, I forgot to point out that in terms of the coloration on the belly area there, I made it sort of look like there's sort of like a dried up blood stain there. I'm not sure how well you can see it. Either way, I highly recommend checking out PO'd. I actually did a review on it last year. Alright, enough talk.
Let's get it on!
Yep, you just said it for me.
Against me?
Oh, I'm sure. Alright. Alright, next up is one that I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting for. By far one of the most popular characters in the recently released Marvel Rivals. The unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
No one expects my ultimate awesomeness. Think you can improve on this? Hey, be my guest.
I know it doesn't look 100% exact, but it was close as I can get. How many times can I say that? I know she has a slingshot, but there is no slingshot class. So the bow slinger class was the closest I could choose for that. I know she's a squirrel, not a wolf, but these ears were the closest I could get to resemble hers. These ones here are just too big and awkwardly shaped. Yeah, she's wearing Flynn's jacket right there. Yep. And there's the legs. I'm sure that needs no explanation. And who could forget that big bushy tail? There's no squirrel tail, so the skunk tail was the closest I could get. Just add a little bit more wavy spikiness to her hair, but not too much of it. And of course a giant acorn on her back, because why not? She's certainly nuts, I'll say that. These the size proportions. Tail width all the way to the max. Yep, and these are the colors I chose. Yeah, her hair was the trickiest part, because unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be, like, an option for, like, just the right point between yellow and orange. So I just had to go with plain orange. Now I kind of wish I chose Earth Element for her, because she summons like this little like brown beetle thing. We could just pretend it's a squirrel, but I guess I just figured life might fit her the most at first. I don't know.
No one expects the storm.
Ah, frick! My ultimate awesomeness didn't get unlocked in this port of the game. I made this on the Xbox and now I'm playing on PS5. I already said that. And the catchphrase just got ruined. Oh well. It's not a big deal anyway. Alright, enough talk.
Look who's back in action.
Yeah, let's just get into it. Yeah, I guess she got some training from Hawkeye. Don't mind me, just fucking right here. Boom! It'd be cool if she could actually do something like that in the game. Just transform into like an ordinary squirrel and then boom. Well, there's not much else I could say here, and, well, I've got 6 more characters to showcase here, so let's get to the next one. Alright, now this next one here, last year, Lollipop Chainsaw got a remaster, so I decided to remake Juliet Starling in Skylanders Imaginators with a little twist.
You're no match for my moves. Can't wait to see what changes lie in store.
Yep, Zombie Juliet. Yep, if Lollipop Chainsaw ever gets a sequel, I really hope that what they do is that well, Juliet gets bitten, becomes a zombie, but somehow still remembers who she is, and still herself for the most part, albeit a little more chaotic, and gains all kinds of crazy new undead supernatural abilities in the process. I don't know about you, but I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, there's the skirt right there, and now probably wondering why she has like a mermaid tail or something. Well, unfortunately, the only Skylanders battle class that has chainsaw weapons is the Swashbuckler. Swashbucklers don't have legs; they only have like tails, like mermaids or snake nagas or something. So unfortunately, I had to use this. Like in order to give her the chainsaws, she had to use that. I had to give her that. Yeah. I hope that doesn't look too off-putting or anything. Yep, chain blades. Yeah. And it'd be cool if she also wielded, like, dual chainsaws as well. Hey, did I show everything? Yes, I did. Pigtails, of course. Hey, at the gear. Oh, no gear. I just want to give her something. These are the size proportions. And these are the color schemes. Because this is like a zombie version of Juliet, I made her skin sort of like a greenish pale color. You know, symbolize that she's undead and whatnot. Also, those things on her arms are meant to be like stitches. I know they don't look exactly like it, but you get the idea. Yeah, maybe I should just get rid of the orb.
Nice.
Oh, wait, I can't give it back. Oh, well. What's she doing there? Now, I got a feeling that because I didn't unlock all the catchphrase parts, it's probably going to ruin it.
You're no match for my moves.
I guess not. Alright.
Carry on. See what happens when you pick on me?
I see. Ah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm also not really a fan of how the Swashbuckler just like thrust forward with each. Kind of makes it hard to like keep her in the ring. Big gravestone attack. Why not? So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Alright. Now, this next character is, yet another zombie heroine, but, one that's not quite as well known. We're actually starting to get a little bit into the obscure territory now. We covered all the popular ones, now let's get into the obscure ones. This next character is actually from a comic book series that I recently heard about last time I went to Fan Expo, and it looked very interesting. I honestly don't know how to describe it, but it's pretty cool, pretty interesting. I recommend checking it out. It's called Zombie Tramp.
Don't mess with the undead. I've never felt so alive.
Yeah, it was written by I think his name is Dan Mendoza, and he's a pretty talented artist. He did a pretty good job with it. Hey Dan, if you see this, let me know what you think of my recreation of your character in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Unfortunately, I can't just make her barehanded. I have to give her something. And I think she has, like, some sort of, like, magic, supernatural powers or something. It's been a while since I've watched, like, videos going into detail on the story of Zombie Tramp, so I'm a little rusty, yeah. Oh wait, I already showed that. And I always use this torn cape to simulate longer hair, since pretty much all the heads in this game are like bobs. So, yeah, these are the size proportions. These are the colors. Lots of palish green. I was thinking about giving her like a dark aura or something, but I decided, nah.
Don't mess with the undead.
Alright.
Let us continue this journey.
She will blow your brains out. At least I think that's the opening phrase from the trailer. Steal their souls.
The undead.
So, what do you think? Well, I've been recording for over 22 minutes. Well, I got 3 more to showcase, so... No, wait, 4 more, sorry. Okay, next up, in my last episode of Skylanders Imaginators Guest Stars, about 9 months ago, I created Dynamite Anton from Antonblast, and ever since then, I kind of want to try Annie as well, so, well, let's hope it was worth the wait. Here's Dynamite Annie.
Master of disaster. Think you can improve on this? Hey, be my guest.
So, those of you who have played or heard of Antonblast, you're likely familiar with her. Well, I know not everyone has. And, of course, Big R's mace. That's actually one of the main reasons why I want to recreate her, the mace. She has, like, a little green hat, so I decided to make this to, you get the idea. Side proportions, pretty short. Some green, some red, you get the idea. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Yep, and these are the abilities I gave her. This is actually the same crystal I used to make Anton. I basically just swapped the look to Annie. Since like a Looney Tunes-ish style game, I gave her cartoon sound effects.
Forecast calls for disaster.
Well, the catchphrase I gave her was Master of Disaster, but once again, I didn't unlock into the game, so you know what?
Look who's back in action.
Let's just have a blast.
Now I've created victory.
Sorry about that. Alright. Next up. Now, I think I tried to recreate this character a while ago, but was having trouble, so I had to create a different one instead. So, a little while ago, I recreated Mel T from Foamstars. I think I tried to create Soa first, but was having trouble. But you know what? I said to give it another shot, so here's my attempt at Soa.
Making a splash with the music.
Well, I know it's not 100% exact, it was close as I can get. I think one of the biggest struggles was finding the right hat, because for some reason, apparently there's no, like, normal, like, baseball hats, caps in this game, so I had to give her, like, a Sherlock hat or something, and color it to make it close enough. I know it looks kind of goofy, but you get the idea. Yeah, Shrek ears. She has, like, these two little curly pigtail sort of things coming out the sides of her hat, so I use this to sort of, like, simulate that. It's gonna be hard to unsee that. I figured these legs would be fitting enough. As you can see, she has a bubbly aura, because, you know, bubbles come out of her and whatnot. Yep, there's the hat. I was originally going to give her like a sailor hat or something, but I decided, nah, this was closer. Once again, using the torn cape as a hair extension, and that should be noticed, but it sort of like fades from the pink to the light blue, similar to her hair in game. So, yeah. These were the weapons I gave her. They seem closest enough to her foam blasters, so... These are the colors I gave her. Plenty of pink, some light blue, bit of black. You get the idea. These are the size proportions. And of course, since it's all about foam and bubbles, I gave her a bubbly ability.
Making a splash with the music.
And what do you know, her catchphrase actually stayed intact for once. I had to turn off the background music just so this video wouldn't get copyright claimed. Yeah, for some reason you kept doing that with some of my older episodes, and I don't know why. Alright. Time to let the good times roll. There, that's getting foamed up. Whatever.
I was made for this.
Yeah, to be honest, Foamstars never really got the love and recognition it truly deserved. But my college is planning on having a gaming tournament of Foamstars at the esports arena. I'll definitely try and live stream that when it happens. Alright. Next up is a character who's probably even more obscure, but definitely worthy of some recognition if she ever gets it. So, last year, one of my top favorite games was an F-Zero inspired game called Aero GPX. And one of the main characters in the game is named Lynda Stratovale.
Make way for victory. All right, can't wait to see what you come up with here.
So yeah, if you've never seen this character before, just look her up, you'll see what I mean. This is what the closest I can get to her. Unfortunately, there were no heads with sunglasses, so I had to, like, sort of work around that. And this should give you a better look at her. What do you think? Yeah, she is pretty cool. This design may not look exactly like her, but nor quite as cool, but Close enough, I guess. Bling fists. Why not? Just add a bit of that white stripe to her hair. Easily sized proportions. The color palette is mostly red, with some black mainly for the hair. A little bit of a fiery aura, or do you think she looks better without it? Yeah, whatever.
Make way for victory!
Alright. Yeah, I don't know what to say
Game
here.
on!
You know, she's essentially sort of like a mix between Captain Falcon and Carmen Sandiego, so I figured like a fire would be most fitting. Right? In fact, I gave her her own little equivalent of the Falcon Punch. Strato Punch! So, if the creator of this game watches this video, I hope you like it. Let me know what you think of it. Alright. Oh, I've been recording for over a half hour now. Alright, I got one more recreation to show, and probably the last one you're expecting. Alright, so a little while ago I started watching this VTuber named Aliciaxlife. Normally I don't really watch VTubers, but I'm an exception because she's pretty cool, very funny, very entertaining to watch. I highly recommend checking her out. And I decided to sort of try and recreate her in her likeness, or as close as I get. So, Alicia, I hope you're watching this. Tell me what you think of this. I hope you like it.
The password is life.
And, you know, since I figured life element would be most fitting since it's Aliciaxlife, you get the idea. May not look exactly like her, but this is close as I can get. Let me show you the parts I used. I know she doesn't have braids, but this was the one that had like the best variety of color palette options. Elf ears, of course, since you know her avatar is like sort of like an old-fashioned elf or something. Think like Lord of the Rings or World of Warcraft or something. Her skirt is actually a little more transparent, but there's no really options for that in this game. Oh yeah, another thing, bit of a ongoing theme she has is she's known as like the Rat Queen, so I decided to give her a little rat tail. Why not? I hope she finds that cute. Yeah, for wondering why I gave her a pineapple doubler, well, yeah. I don't know. I really didn't know which weapon class to give her, which battle class. I was struggling to think of something. I don't know if she has a preferred weapon of choice. And I already had like a life sentinel already pre-made, so I decided to just use that as base. Why not? Well, she watches a lot of SpongeBob, lived in a pineapple under the sea, so this was pretty much the only thing that vaguely came across my mind. Or would you prefer I give her something else, like maybe Neptune's Trident, something like this? Yeah, is she an artist? I forget. If so, this would be fitting enough, but for now, let's just stick with this. I know this might look a little awkward, the Queen's gem, but she has like a little gold tiara with a gem in the middle of her forehead. Not quite this big, though. This looks a little awkward, I'll admit. Do you think she looks better without it? And once again, Torn came for a hair extension. Once again, I sort of did sort of like a color fade, going from from a lighter red to sort of like a darker red as it goes down. These are the size proportions. Hey, should I buff her up? No, I'm just kidding. I think this looks balanced enough. This is the color palette. Hey, should I give her an aura? Yep, these are the abilities I chose for her.
Forecast calls for life.
Ah, I ruined the catchphrase again. I'm so sorry.
The wind, fear. Fuel and destined for life.
You get the idea. Also, she has a second channel called Aliciaxlife, so I can also rename it to that.
Change is part of life, especially my life.
That phrase is actually quite relevant for her, if you know her well enough.
Look who's back in action.
Oh, indeed. Alright, Alicia. Give him hell. Don't mind me, just a little sheep and bam!
Destined for life.
I've got you under my spell.
Think you can improve on this? Hey, be my guest.
Yeah. I doubt it. So, what do you think? I guess that's all I have to showcase for today. Well, thank you for watching my latest episode of Skylanders Imaginators Guest Stars. I've actually got more to share. I just recreated a dozen pals from Pal World in this game, but I'll save that for a future video. That'll be coming tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.